Welcome to the channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So this afternoon, there is a friend who left a message under my YouTube. And the message is this, or the comment is this: important wisdom to attain consciously another level of health, strength, thought control, and wisdom. I was wondering, since you know so much about history in martial arts, this time would be desire focus on Neikung practice also. Because there are a lot of people claiming Shaolin origin and different lineage to prove they are authentic and their system work better with a faster result. Meanwhile, more than half of those people are pretending to sell the online Neikung crash course for high fee, but turns out they are a scam. So would you shed some light on past and present NeiDan development? So today, I like to nail this thing once for all for you guys. Okay. Enough is enough. Now let's start at the beginning. When Bodhidharma, the Zen patriarchs, went to China, the teaching is don't cheat yourself, don't cheat others, don't get cheated by others. That is the teaching of Shaolin. That is the teaching of Wing Chun. That is the teaching of the Buddha. Okay? Don't cheat ourselves, don't cheat others, and don't let others cheating us. That's the bottom line. Now, do you know what is a martial arts? A martial arts. A martial arts have a school, and the school is like what? It's like our Western boxing gym. You have a coach. You have many people go down practicing Western boxing. They train hard. They train every details. They train the techniques. They train their body, their endurance, their stamina, everything. And they spend all their time training. The job of the coach is to really strictly point out everybody's problem and correct them. So, as in the gym, is continual training and improving themselves, and the coach keeping lead them. That is a martial arts school. Now, do you know what is a cult? A cult is you got an organization and one guy claims he is the head man, like he is the guru, the grandmaster, and he can bless you. And once he bless you, you learn these few techniques and you can, as what people say, what? Wing Chun fight all day long and he can knock out people within 3 seconds. So people have those beliefs that they fight all day long and they can KO people or end the fight in a few seconds. Well, they don't train as hard as those Western boxer. And the coach And this grandmaster is just bless you, because this grandmaster is learning from some kinds of ancient grandmaster secret, the house secret. So all the student is believing on that. Oh, I can do this Tan hand, or this Tai Chi hand, or this Fa Jing, or all this, or whatever. And they say, well, we can fight all day long, and we can end fight in 3 seconds. However, they never ever meet a Western boxer which is training in a proper gym. So that is a cult. They believe on something. What Chinese sadly have those kind of coach for past many decades. It started, the big thing is the end of Qing Dynasty, or the end of 1800. And people is doing this, like in this movie where people laugh at. So this guy is the cult member, and now he pray, have the mantra, and then you see, strong man, right? And then he said that he can take bullets. So everybody watching there, you know, the cult member, and this guy is fire at him, right? And so he fired at him. So this guy is the Superman. Bang, collapse. That actually really happened in the Boxer Rebellion, late 1800s in China. Okay? That is exactly those people, because they want, say, learning Wing Chun, and then you have this great grandmaster. And then people come, okay, because this grandmaster is having the secret from this other grandmaster. Then everybody believe this grandmaster have internal art, have superpower, know how to fight really well, and then he bless you, and then you can go out there, fight all day long, and in 3 seconds you can KO somebody. That's what exactly it is. Okay, that's called the boxer in the boxer labyrinth. So that is the code. Too bad in today's Chinese Kung Fu, most filled with this type of code. No longer they are like the Western boxer. No longer they practice like General Qigong. Learn martial art is a serious job to learn to defend yourself and kill the pirate. If you have good skill to kill the pirates could not kill you. If your martial art is inferior to the pirate will kill you. Chinese Kung Fu, most of it today is like this. They forgot what is the reality. So have you ever seen that all this internal art guy fight Xi Xiaodong in China win? Or everybody get KO? How many Wing Chun guy there get KO? 3, right? 1, 2 by Xi Xiaodong, 1 by the one-arm boxer. That's the reality. You like it or not, that's the reality. Why? It's because it become a cult. It's not like the Western boxer anymore. Now, why do you think I keeping showing this page? If you look at my my presentation for past 1 week or 2 already, why do you think I'm presenting this page? Well, of course, I keeping telling people now we can map the training, body conditioning of Wing Chun 1850 into science, into difference of today's training. You can verify with the heart rate variability, heart rate breathing rate, VO2 max, anaerobic, aerobic, your blood distributions, all kind of stuff. Now, Neikung, NeiDan, it is within this page. There's a Neikung here, NG2, and there's Neikung 1, NG1, and this is NeiDan. So this is the definitions. Neikung internal scale, NG1, NG2. NeiDan internal elixir, or it is called Jindan, golden elixir. This is a symbolic term. Now let's talk about Neikung. There are two types of Neikung. Two types of Neikung. So one don't keeping talk about Neikung, and you have no idea what it is. Okay? So let's start with this Neikung 2. Neikung 2 is in this area. Okay, this lower area, which is dealing with the chi, with the mind, breathing, and physical, and force flow too. It carry momentum, but this is the base. So what is Neikung 2? This is okay, so this is wrong, sorry. Okay, this is Neikung 2. This is Neikung 2. It's my oops. Okay, this is not 1. This is Neikung 2. Neikung 2 simply means you can synchronize your breathing, your body, which is this is your mass, this is your velocity, and you need your body. Like this is all the bolts of your body, and your chi flow, and your action reaction force. That is the Neikung, the type of Neikung over here. The second type of Neikung is this. What is it? It is just about your intra-abdominal pressure handling. In today's science, it is just this. Okay? And as I share with you here, you can track your intra-abdominal pressure here. And of course, they come with the breathing. So, you know, please swap this. This is 2. This is 1. Okay, my oops. So you train this Neikung 2, which is this guy, at this level. At the beginning level where you recover and you train in, like in today's term, aerobic base. You train this Neikung 1, or, you know, it's supposed to be Neikung 2, you know, the red one. Okay, just look at this. It's better to use this blue. You turn this blue Neikung in this area. Okay, so this is the blue Neikung in this area where you want to synchronize your breathing, your body, your meridians channel, and then you can synchronize your strength and momentum. That is this blue Neikung. So when people push you, you'll be able to play with force flow and using the energy channel for much effective handling of your body and your force flow. That is this blue Neikung. And also this one, the blue Neikung, can be used for recovery. Okay, now, after you're sufficient with this, you train the second type, which is the red type of Neikung if needed. When you get into between the high aerobic and the explosive power training, that is, you need to train your intra-abdominal pressure and the stability of your core. So there's only two types of Neikung. Don't bullshit on all those things, okay? And as what we know today, the Neikung blue, the blue Neikung here, if you talk about the recovery, you can check his heart rate, his breathing rate, and his heart rate variability. He have the training or not, you check him. If you say, well, I can do recovery, I can nurture qi, you just check his heart rate variability. You ask him to go practice it, train it, and then before and after you check the heart rate variability. The heart rate variability have to go up. While he's practicing, you check his, you track his heart rate and breathing rate has to come down. That's the basic of the blue Neikung or Qigong, whatever you want to call it, okay? And then the force flow, you can actually check it for applying force. How to say that? Between your applying force and your breathing rate and your heart rate. When the Neikung of this type, the blue type, get more advanced, he can perform better. So it is like if you have a high VO2 max compared with the lower VO2 max people. His body be able to handle the strength and momentum and so forth more efficient, right? So there's Neikung 2. Neikung 1, or the red Neikung, of course, it is about when he wants to speed up, exert out his body, dash out like a football player. He needs to be able to handle this core and he can take strikes, take impact. That is Neikung 2. So Neikung 2, well, you can test it scientifically with this, whether you have it or not. Okay. To see is to believe. Okay, so there's no bullshit. Okay. So I can put the belt on you and I let you see. You tell me whether you have or not. Well, this kind of thing is the belt and so forth is used today to check intra-abdominal pressure and breathing. It is science. So big deal, Neikung 1, Neikung 2. The Chinese is only doing that. Okay? You can say that, oh, somebody will be more advanced and everything. But hey, if you cannot even do this basic and be able to show me your heart rate variability, and your this thing, handling of the breathing and so forth, what do you have? Snake oil? I don't care which grandmaster. I don't care which monk. I don't care which Taoist or which claim. The bottom line is everybody the same. See, I wear even two to check. When you train, you need to check it. So all this channel, why is this channel? Make your execution more effective. So don't get in the mysterious, oh, I have the qi flowing. Qi what? If you really have that thing flowing properly, accord to your body and everything, like I share in my book, where is it? Over here. You see how that thing flow? If you can handle synchronize with your breathing and so forth, you are more effective. Thus, your heart rate will be less because you are more efficient in handling your body. That's Neikung. Anything which is mysterious? None. NeiDan. NeiDan is also called Jingdan or golden ellipsis. This is a symbol. It's not like you have a ball inside your body or like your qi ball inside your body or your dantian or low abs, those kind of bullshit. Okay, it's not. So I say it, I want to prove to you. In this book is called Can Tong Qi. This is a Taoist book. Very difficult to understand Taoist book. Nan Huaijing, the expert who have passed away a year ago, have decoded the thing. So this is what he say here in this book. So let's read. The golden ellipsis of Taoism is synonymous with the fundamental driving force of one's life. Grasping the foundation driving force of life, that function is called golden ellipsis, not gold refined into ellipsis. So, NeiDan, Jindan, it's not you have a ball, a qi ball, or whatever heck, like today people say. Okay, it is just a symbolic term, which means one be able to grasping the fundamental drive force of life. And because you can grasp that, then you'll be able to cultivate your body. So what is this fundamental driving force? What the heck is this? Oh, so this is about the Jingdan and NeiDan. Okay, say that. Oh, Jingdan is NeiDan. Okay, this is the definitions of the Chinese. So we know that we are not bullshitting. Okay. So this thing that the fundamental driving force of life, what is it? So in Song Dynasty, there is this Taoist teaching from, it's called Ling Yan Da Dao Ge. It is a lady who wrote this, a lady Taoist who wrote this. Okay, this is the very important document of Taoist or teaching of the Taoist. So the lady who wrote this is Cao Yiwen. And at the beginning of this writing, it said, let me tell you the truth. The core of life comes from the real, or the true rest. True, like false true, true. Rest is resting, rest. true rest. So it say that, let me tell you all, the core of life is from the true rest. So if you want to grasping the fundamental driving force of life, you need to know what the heck is that true life, which he means. True rest, what he means. What the true rest is just mean, this is my book, Meditation Matrix. In the part, I talk about the Buddhist teaching Anapanasati. The true rest is just mean this phase when you exhale. So usually people inhale, they have a rest or they don't have the rest, and then they exhale. After they exhale, they have this rest. When a person have a really deep meditation training, they get into the state. This rest period after between the exhale and inhale become longer and longer. So that is what this Chao Yiwen, the lady, talk about. So this is what it means. Let me tell you the real thing. The core of the life it is from the true rest. So meaning you need to train it deep enough to be able to get into this state naturally. Or another words, in Buddhist term, is say that you need to train your samatha, not vipassana. Your samatha deep enough. Your samatha get into samadhi. Your samatha deep enough so that you be able to get into the true rest where you're resting this period, expanding to very long. So that's why I put NeiDan here. Why? You first have to go down into the nurture qi. You first have to be able to drop your breathing with the Neikung, the blue Neikung. And you be able to drop your breathing. Okay, you drop your breathing. And then, of course, when you do that, your heart rate variability will rise up after a period of time because you are in a deep rest. Okay? So, NeiDan have to be based on the ability of Neikung Blue under the recovery or deep recovery or deep rest or nurture qi states. Nurture qi states. So NeiDan is under the blue Qigong, Neikung, under this. That's all. You want to bullshit me on Neikung? You want to bullshit me on NeiDan? I just using one Garmin watch or Apple watch. I check your heart rate. I check your heart rate variability. I know what the heck you have or you don't have. Okay. That's how it is. Now I call for your attention. I talk about 6 core elements just now. Physical, mind, breathing, qi, force flow, and momentum. And here, under here, you have the nurture qi. The Neikung blue I just shared with you. And your Neikung red is about here. Neikung blue is here. Neikung blue you can call it soft type of Neikung. Neikung red, where your intra-abdominal pressure, because it is have to do with pressure and so forth, it is hard Neikung or hard Qigong. Today, people, when they can take heat, they call it hard Qigong or hard Neikung. That's what it is. Now, be careful. For the Neikung blue, the Neikung blue and the NeiDan, which is under this going downwards. You need to be able to enter to the natural world, enter to that state. And then you find the natural resonance or natural rhythm of your breathing. And your entire body is get into this, as in my book here, Wing Chun Inceptions. You get from, when we're alive, like to everyday life, everyday living, we are in the intelligent world. We get to the natural, like sleep like a baby. That is where you get the natural rhythm, like the baby, think about it. That's where you can get into this rhythm, and this thing can prolong. You cannot manipulate with your mind. So when you want to go in here, Neikung 2, Neikung NeiDan, it's very important that you be able to enter the natural world, or else you cannot do it. You cannot say, well, I want to create a natural world with my thinking. That's why today's most people cannot get there. Why? Because most people talk philosophy, and philosophy is intelligent world stuff. I have a concept, I have a philosophy. You end up with all kind of manipulations. You cannot enter this. It's like you can have all the philosophy you want and manipulation we want. But tell me, how do you get into sleep? You get into sleep by your philosophy or manipulative, or you sleep, you just let go, and then you get into the natural world and you sleep like a baby. So you need to know this. So Neikung blue, you need to enter into the natural world. There is nothing static like in Xulin Tao, people say, I want to stand in this stance or 站桩 and still. Bullshit, there's nothing still there. That is entering natural resonance of your breathing. Your spine is moving. Look at the baby. When the baby sleep, how is it? That's what it is, okay? There's no such thing as still, holding your anus, straighten your spine. Those are all manipulative things. You cannot get into this blue. There you go. And thus, you have no way to get into the NeiDan. I just explained to you. As for this Neikung red, even the weightlifter can do it. Look at the weightlifter, the Olympic weightlifter. Didn't they train for that bracing? So that's why you have science on that. Okay. So why do I have this H 6 core element into H model, like in this book? And why I tell you about this thing? Why I tell you, this is in the H model, all this thing? Because I am giving you the bottom line, the basic, the foundations. If you don't have the foundations with this book and this book, forget about it. You are guessing. I know you cannot get that. So you will say, well, Heinrich, how can you get that? Sure, I can get that because I have all scientific instruments. I have all the scientific, that's why I have this scientific. This is a heart rate tracker. You know why I put it there? A beats, a Buddha's counting beats, mala, and this thing. I have already tell you implicitly. Right now, we have the technology to check you if you bullshit or not. And we can train people in mass production. Yes, it's Silicon Valley great. In fact, the process in this book, the N1 Nerjuoqi process, I already put into a AI product in an AI company. I just won't tell you where it is yet. Okay. That's how far we can get there. So I'm telling you all this not to showing off that I know. I just want to just blow away all this nonsense. Have you seen people who is sick? Have you seen people who is sick? I have a friend in Taiwan. A year and a half ago, she developed lung cancer. She worked in the Hsinchu, the technical area like Silicon Valley of Taiwan. She got lung cancer, about 50-something-year-old, a lady friend. She called me up. She said, actually in the Facebook, she wanted to learn the 6 core element. I said, no, don't do it. You cannot do it. And that's why I asked him to train. I teach him the N1 process of this. I said, we cannot afford to screw up things or screwing around. Get this. So she have a long vacations or actually no pay vacations for his job. He took about a year off, I think, if I'm not wrong. Went through chemotherapy. You know how painful is chemotherapy? Do you know how is that like? Do you know how suffer she is? Every time when she come back from chemotherapy, she cannot laying down. And so she end up has to do the N1 process here. And of course, I have to encourage him, her, please do it. And then she do it and she get a Garmin watch and she practice and practice. So every time she went from the chemotherapy back and he always do that but because cannot sleep and so forth, so forth. So after the chemotherapy, everything's okay. She take a 6-month vacation again for herself, everything's okay. After the vacation, she went back to the work. 3 months later, cancer come back. 3 months later, she's gone. Do you know how sad it is? Do you know about life? Do you know we humans have to help each other? Have you seen those things? So, you know, that is the reason I want to let everybody in Wing Chun and in Neikung, Qigong, in Chinese martial art know this thing. So we do the best what we can do for our life. Okay? You want to practice martial art? No problem. But don't get into those gung-ho thing, you know, like I said yesterday, general Qigong is not in that. General Qigong is a Buddhist, okay? People don't enjoy killing people. And also, stop all this bullshit nonsense, okay? This type of bullshit nonsense, okay? Look into Wing Chun. How many of Wing Chun organization today is like this bullshitting, okay? Yeah, act tough. Oh, Wing Chun fight every day and I can end the fight in 3 seconds. Well, too bad. When you face this, it doesn't even take 1 second, you drop down. This is all about Neikung, Qigong. Somebody call it Qigong, somebody call Neikung. It's only playing with words. Did they know all this thing as what I tell you? You check everybody. You check also those so-called grandmaster. I guarantee you, most don't know. So we need to think hard when you said Neikung and all this NeiDan. Like my friend who passed away cancer, the lung cancer friend I just told you. You know how suffer is that? You know how much fear is that? If we cannot help them, are we going to say a whole bunch of nonsense like, oh, no problem. Oh, you just do this. That's called irresponsible, okay? So this is what I like to share with you. I know what I'm sharing past few days might shock the hell out of everybody, but so be it. It's time to shock the entire world. Hey man, wake up, man. The real Chinese is not idiot. The real Chinese and today's sports science is one. It's like the yoga, yogic, the guru can go to Harvard. All this experiment can be done to identify their samadhi states and everything. And also, as what I share with you. The NeiDan, you know what? It's just another way to talk about, to call it, to call the Buddhist meditations, samatha meditations. You need to get into a pretty deep state of samatha, which is entering into the samadhi. And then you got the NeiDan or Jingdan, golden ellipsis. It's just that. Are you telling me that the Indian is having a different, living a different life? The Chinese Taoists have a different life? Nonsense. Even 1,000 years ago, when the lady, remember I showed you, Lady Cao Yiwen wrote that the core of the life is in that true rest. At that time, the Buddha's teaching, the Anapanasati, the Zen, the Taoists already fused into one. They know that it is all is only presenting from different directions. After cultural evolution, how many people, all the old generation passed away. So now you're left with all kinds of people who have no idea what is anything. And then you have Westerner go to China, take a travel vacation for 2 days, and they come back the grandmaster, or interview 10 grandmaster after the cultural evolution, which is communist-based people. And then you say, well, I'm a grandmaster. You look at those monks over there. They will put the Chinese, the chairman of the Communist Party, even more advanced, higher than Buddha. So you think that I'm against anybody? I'm not against anybody. I just tell you that enough bullshit is enough bullshit. Now is the time to build up. Why? Human matter. Human life matter. It doesn't matter if it's you or me. We supposed to help each other. Not playing all this bullshit games and all internal Wing Chun. What internal Wing Chun? Past 130 years, you don't have internal. You don't believe me? Show me any grandmaster have internal in terms of breathing, in terms of the blue Qigong, the blue Qigong, blue Neikung, and the red Neikung. The blue Neikung, the red Neikung, and the NeiDan, the internal analysis or the golden analysis. Which one of them have it? Which one can describe as I described to you today as details like that? Zero since 1875. It's not that I want to say I'm a grandmaster. My point is like this. Stop making up nonsense bullshit, okay? Wing Chun is much deeper. That's why I share with you here. This is real Wing Chun 1850. You want to talk Neikung, the blue one, the red one, and NeiDan. This is the base of it. Because this part of thing, the Neikung, blue, and NeiDan is from where? 峨眉十二庄. This thing, the red one, is from Shaolin because it's a corporate with the fighting part. Okay. You know 6 core element? You really? Can you enter into this? Can you check yourself with this modern instrument? Just a Garmin watch can track you, whether you have it or not. Just a belt, 360-degree belt, can track you, whether you have it or not. So this is to share with you, okay? I am an education supporter. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm not a martial artist. I'm not a best fighter. I am not the guy of Wing Chun. I am just a Chinese culture investigator and presenter. I share with you with evidence. My bottom line is this. Remember what Bodhidharma said? Bodhidharma said, don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat others. Don't get cheated by others. If we can do that, that means we are honest, we are sincere, we're helping others. Martial art is for helping others. Martial art is not going to show I have a bigger muscle, I can beat you. Talk with your mouth, talk with your hand, don't talk with your mouth. My grandmaster know more than you, more whatever. My Sifu is the king of this. Nonsense, okay? That's why I say for past 130 years, since 1875, brought out which one do you think is the king? Right now, we have information in the United States of America to tear everything into the pieces. We need to tear all these things into pieces. Why? Because people matter. Everybody's life matter. Wing Chun matter. Chinese culture matter. Wing Chun, Chinese culture, and other people's life is not your property. You disregard of what grandmaster you call yourself.